Alright, so in this video, once again, well, the first thing I did was start to add the designs for the humidifier. As you'll see in the video, it looks pretty bulky and it's not refined at all, but I just wanted to see where I think I might want to put it and what I'll need to do to make it work. And to do that, I just am putting the basic dimensions in to figure out where it goes. As you see here, I took the humidifier dimensions from the HydroCube and just copy and pasted them to the HydropOD, and then I kind of broke it down so that way I can make it fit correctly into the HydropOD. So I decided to once again edit the Aerator funnel. So this is for the third or fourth time I've gone back and forth. And the reason I keep going back and forth is because at first I just put it in without really giving it too much thought. And then I realized that I wanted to print it from the bottom up. As you see here, I wanted to print it so that it was on the bottom and then like on its side, the side that has the logo, and then print it up. And to do this, I needed to put the air pump holder and everything on the lower side. That way it wasn't overhanging, because by the time it got to where the pump would be, I didn't want to have to print supports. So I decided to put it on the side, the logo side. And then I realized that the logo side has a bunch of details and angles and it's not flush. So if I were to print it on that side on the print table, it would have to build a bunch of supports to support that, and I definitely didn't want that, because I want that to look as good as possible. So I don't want there to be any support or remnants of a support, and I didn't want to have to sand it down or anything. So then I decided that I was going to print it face down, and since the face is completely flat, and I'll still be able to print it in almost one piece. As you see here, my printing bed is not big enough for this, so I will have to break it up somehow. And that's another reason why I decided to move the aeration stuff back to its original spot, because first of all, I didn't need that much tunneling at all. I needed like a fraction of the amount of tunneling that I originally did. And if I were to split it in half to make it fit on the printer, it would have split straight through to tunneling, which for electrical I wouldn't mind, but for something that needs to be airtight, I definitely just want nothing to mess with that, and for there to be no interruptions anywhere. So I decided to move all the aeration stuff back to the far side of the HydroPOD. Hopefully that's clear. Again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with that. I made sure to make 2 exact copies of each versions. That way, if I needed to go back and forth, I could easily do it. But yeah. And then back to the humidifier here. As you see, it's pretty bulky. It's just a block, and I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible. Something that I really hope to find a solution to is, right now I'm making it like I would like the humidifier to use the same water that the plants are using, but since the tray slides in and out and the water's in that tray that slides in and out, I won't be able to, like, I need to find a creative way to tap into that water without putting the humidifier on the tray that slides in and out. What I want is all the hardware to be stationary and hardwired together. In the HydroPOD, I had a lot of pieces that the hardware wasn't stationary, and it used magnets and metal pieces that would create contact to let the electricity through, and that posed a lot of problems. In this one, I wanted to make it as simple as possible with the least amount of chance of anything going wrong, so I want everything hardwired together. And to do that, I needed to make an extra compartment for the water for the humidifier that wasn't connected to the tray. I think I'll be able to find, I'm sure I'll be able to find a better solution, but for now, I kind of want to just get a basic layout of how everything is and then kind of go from there. And I'm always thinking about things that I can do differently and how I can improve the design. Like, it's literally constantly on my mind. And so I'm sure I'll think of something by the time I start printing, or maybe after a few prints. But yeah, right now I'm just editing the humidifier and trying to make it not intrude into the tray. As you see, it's sticking out a little bit, and I want everything to be really flush and not obvious at all. The hole on top is going to change because I don't like how that looks. It's definitely too obvious. I'd like for it to be a little slit maybe. An issue with the humidifier is there's a chance that I need to add a fan to propel the humidity throughout the garden. I'm trying to avoid doing that because it still has a pretty, it still like shoots out the humidity pretty well without a fan. So I'm going to try it without a fan, and then if I need a fan, I can just add it in and all that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just a lot of back and forth and just like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of deal. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions. Peace.